Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's video blog. We are Wednesday, September the 7th, 2016. Actually, we're Thursday morning, it's like 7:13 in the morning. Yeah. So, what's in the news? Wow, that's a lot of noise. So, when going to Montpellier, I had to wake up early because I wasn't done at all, as I said in yesterday's video blog. But yeah, Open Office just really doesn't really work with the new PowerPoint. The problem being that if I saved with the old PowerPoint format, it wouldn't have um, you know kept everything that I did in style, like shadings and all that. So yeah, this is just not great. Um, how did the exam go? I don't know. I don't really care. I just went there to have a grade. Since I went there, I I cannot get a zero. So that's probably the most important thing. And um, I'm not sure I'm even gonna get to 810. Um, but we can hope. Um, anyway, uh, yeah, that tired me. Like I was in the middle of watching Smackdown when I was like, suddenly I felt like I should probably stop, and boy did I stop. It was probably around midnight, just past midnight, and I went on the couch, sat down, put my head on a cushion, and I slept until 4 a.m. And I was like, oh boy, that wasn't expected at all. Like I expected to fall asleep at one point, and I'm still a bit tired right now. Understandably so. I had like 3 hours of sleep yesterday, and I slept a little bit in the train. I'm very self-conscious about sleeping in the train because I've already found myself, half sleeping, and suddenly I let out a huge snore, and I'm kind of afraid that one day I'm gonna snore in the train, and that just doesn't fly with me. So yeah, uh, what can I tell you? I mean the last thing I remember before the before falling asleep was that it was the opening ceremony of the Paralympic Games, and it was the French that were going on. So yeah, there was that. Anyway, so let's get to business then, because I watched Smackdown, as I probably mentioned once or twice there. Um, I can't really say. I mean, there was a lot of talking for a go home show because this Sunday is Backlash, um, and SmackDown advertises pretty heavily Clash of Champions, which makes me think that it's not a Raw exclusive. I don't know. That sounds weird. Because that's not gonna leave a long time to build the the rivalries. Um, so yeah, it started. Apparently, there was a segment with Slater's family. Sure, why not? So Heath Slater and Rhino advanced at the expense of the Hype Bros, or the Hype Brothers, as Daniel Bryan calls them on Talking Smack. It was like it's the Hype Bros, not the Hype Brothers. Oh, oh. So yeah. Um, I haven't seen that segment because the way I watched it, it started directly with Daniel Bryan in the ring speaking, about the women's championship, the Smackdown women's championship, and saying that was going to be a forum. So first came out Becky Lynch, then Natalia and Carmella. No, Alexa Bliss and Carmella, and Becky was like, Becky tried to start some shit, but Natalia, being the veteran, realized that, hey, we should probably beat up Becky Lynch. But out came Nikki Bella and Naomi. Nikki Bella, when she started to go down, she received a punch, and she was down for the whole length of the brawl. So then Daniel Bryan announced a six-women tag match that Carmella won with the Code of Silence. She made Nikki Bella tap out, and I feel like they sell it pretty well. The fact that it could be dangerous. This hold can be dangerous for Nikki, because Nikki has her neck is surgically repaired. So yeah, there's some shit that you shouldn't. Well, some stuff you shouldn't do, so especially submission holds that require some pressure on the neck. So yeah, apparently Carmella is the one who goes with the momentum into Backlash, which is strange. What else was there? Oh yeah, The Miz fought against Apollo Crews, and well, he tried to start a little bit, the fight early with Dolph Ziggler when he pushed Apollo Crews into him. But yeah, at the end of the day, Miz won. It's just, yeah. On Talking Smack, Dolph Ziggler said that, even if he doesn't like The Miz, he respects him for going out, for wanting to be a star, for being there, basically, for being the go-to guy, the guy who will be remembered as being a star, and not like Dolph, a guy who will be remembered for being a good wrestler. So yeah, Dolph said that he wanted to be a star, that he wanted to hold the belts and go at it, which could be great. He also said that he wanted to have his girlfriend say that he wins matches because, well, Renee Young said that her favorite for the match between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles was Dean Ambrose because, you know, Daniel Bryan said, yeah, it's going to be a 60-minute draw. So yeah, I don't know. It looks like they finally say, yeah, they are dating, but at the same time, when Renee threw something at Dolph, it was like, wait, he wasn't supposed to say it? Oh, okay, why not? So yeah. Other stuff that was on SmackDown, the Usos lost to American Alpha, and pretty fast. That was a really fast match. They went directly in the faces of American Alpha, and then they lost inside a minute. And then they just shook hands. Suddenly they attacked Jordan, and they focused on Chad Gable. So Gable is out for 2 to 4 weeks. Their explanation is that they come out and they work their ass off for the fans, and the fans, what do? They turn on them. So they decided, fuck it, we're going to be bad guys, basically. So that's a pretty clear cut heel turn compared to Seth's face turn. We'll see where that goes, because now that the American Alpha are out, Rhino and Slater will face the winners of the Hype Bros versus the Usos. So yeah, one team will have two matches on the same night, mm, which pretty much seals the deal for Reiner, Rido, and Slater. I don't know. Stuff could change. Um, well, Fandango tried to dance with some lady, and then she dabbed, and he was like, "Oh, stop it!" And Kane came out and he choke slammed Fandango because yeah, sure, why not? Get time to waste. Um, AJ Styles crushed the phone of someone backstage. He threatened to break a worker's headset, and then by some weird trick of the mind, without even being there when they only mentioned AJ Styles breaking someone's phone. It pushed Daniel Bryan to throw his own phone, and I was like, "Oh, okay, stop it, Daniel." Um, Damn, Daniel, as Renee Young reminded us of this horrible meme that lasted for like maybe a week before dying at the hands of some people working in the ads. At least with Harambe, no one's gonna try and start advertising besides Sonic the Hedgehog on Twitter. Actual account, very funny and doesn't pull punches. So yeah, what else was there? I'm trying to remember because when I fell asleep, it acted as a blackout pretty much. Yeah, AJ Styles kicked Dean Ambrose in the nuts. That's pretty much everything you need to remember about this segment. I mean, Dean Ambrose is very good at pissing people off. He said there's no trophy for the face that comes in second place. A reference to AJ Styles calling himself the face that runs the place and demanding that we call him as such. So yeah, because well, Dean Ambrose came to the ring with a bag, and out of the bag he ended a bowling trophy to AJ Styles. He said, "That's the only trophy you're getting from me," and that was really clever. I really like that facet of Dean Ambrose. So yeah, that was an okay SmackDown. It was better than Raw because at least the segment that wasn't supposed to be there at least didn't look like it really felt, it didn't really feel like a speed bump, unlike parts of the second and the third hour of Raw. The good thing about SmackDown is that 2 hours long takes the mid card and bits of the lower card and builds them up, the wrestlers, well, the superstars, and the female superstars as legit stars. Um, yeah, and talking smack is always great because it always switches between being an actual post show and being haha we're talking as if we weren't being filmed, like when Daniel Bryan mocked Sasha's retirement. That was really funny. Um, and he said I did it better, but actually someone who did the bait and switch better, Mark Henry. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go to sleep a bit, recuperate because it's been pretty stressful actually. Answering questions that you were kind of prepared for, but still the questions they come and you're like, okay, can I go to the somewhere else and just say, hey, no, I don't want to answer your questions. You are destroying everything that I've built. So yeah, it's been pretty stressful. So I'm gonna recuperate and we'll go from there. On Friday morning, I need to be up early because this is finally the exam, X-rays, and and the you know the echo thing on my toe. It's gonna be great. Yeah. So see you tomorrow. Goodbye.